Hello everybody and welcome to the table. So we have a brand new knife to check out today, and this one's certainly new to me, but this brand may be new to you. So let's check out this knife from FLISSA. So have you heard of this brand before? If you shop on Amazon, maybe, because they seem to me to be primarily an Amazon-based brand. And so FLISSA does primarily do pocket knives, but this one right here is kind of a big, nice chonker, and that's kind of what drew me to this particular design. And so check out the shape of this knife. We're going to check it out. But before we go any further, the model number for this one, there's no name. And that's one downside of these Amazon knives. They often don't have names, so they only call them something like 4.75-inch folding knife green. So I'll definitely include a link in the comments or in the description to where you can get this, because this budget knife right here, again, remember, this is a budget knife, very affordable. It's $12.99. So again, it's really affordable within anyone's budget, but we're still getting something that's very solidly built, I will say that. And it's a big hand-filling presence. So this is definitely a big, nice big knife. So right here we have, look at the handles. So we have some green G10 and very rough texture to it. So this is actually fairly grippy. So if you're going to use this for an outdoor task, this would be very comfortable to hold onto your knife and not lose it immediately. So it's not a metal handle. That G10, I don't know if you can hear that. Again, it definitely does have some texturing to it, and just a little decorative logo with the F on there. Kind of nice to see. So same on both sides, green G10 in this case, but it's also available in black as well. And I think they also have it in micarta, and maybe that's a buck more, I don't know, but they're all very inexpensive knives. So right here, we also do have a fairly beefy blade. So let's go ahead and check this one out. So look at that shape. And now in their product description, they call this blade shape a reverse Tanto. Reverse Tanto. And so I guess technically it is, right? Because you can see it's down swept right there. Even has a swedge up here on the top. So that's actually kind of cool to see how it thins out a little bit towards the tip. But reverse Tantos are great for tip strength. So if you're prying a lot, which you shouldn't do with a knife, right? But if you're going to pry with a knife, it may as well be with a cheapy budget knife, right? So it's very, very wide at the tip and very cleaver-like in shape. So when I saw the initial pictures of this knife, it looked like a cleaver blade, but I guess reverse Tonto is more of an accurate blade shape for this. But it does have the black coating all around. And our blade steel right here, remember, this is an inexpensive pocket knife, but I am very happy to say that FLISSA does share the blade steel with us. So this is a 5CR15 steel. And so if you're saying that's awfully cheap, that's awfully inexpensive, you are right. This is a very affordable knife. So 5CR15, and on the product description, they're hardening it to about 60 HRC. So that's very, for a 5CR steel, I think that's pretty tough, actually. So in case of having this as like an outdoors knife, carving, wood cutting, it should hold an edge fairly decently for an inexpensive steel. So that would be interesting to actually put to the test. So a 5CR15 steel, black coating on it, which again will help a little bit with corrosion prevention, so rust and things like that. So again, it just also looks very nice. So again, just the coating is on there. Be aware of that. But what do we have here? This is like a blast from the past. So a lot of tried and true design cues here. And of course, main one being this is a liner lock knife. Nothing fancy going on there. Just a liner lock. And you can see, I don't know, it's hard to see on dark knives, but the lockup is nice and early. No real issues there. And the blade stock itself is fairly thin, so the lockup is totally fine, and there's absolutely no play. Very, very solid. And heck, it's been years since I've had a knife with real blade play out of the box, right? So at least we're that far ahead in knife technology. But liner lock action, and looking here in the pivot, these are nylon washers. So it's a little bit of a departure because so many knives nowadays have bearings in them, but this one just goes for that tried and true washer method. And nylon washers do have their upsides, right? And so these are very easy if you want to lubricate them. If you have something like a Tough Glide right here with these really thin applicators, a few drops of lubricant goes right into those nylon washers, and it just really smooths out the action. And even out of the box, it's really not bad. You know, you definitely got to get some wrist in there if you're going to flick and fidget with this knife at all. But I think with a few drops of Tough Glide or any other lubricant in there, right on those little white washers that you see in the handle, it's going to slick right up. And so nylon washers tend to hold lube really well, and they stay lubricated for a fairly long time. So even if you're a hardcore fidgeter, that shouldn't be a detraction for you. But what might be a detraction for you now, if you're a knife guy, you already know what I'm about to say. Take a look at this side of the knife. What's going on here? So we do have a pocket clip, and it's a single position pocket clip only, which again for 2026, that's kind of a downside for a knife person. But what do we have? So it's a basic steel pocket clip, not deep carry, tip down carry, and it's kind of an interesting design choice, right? So not only is it not deep carry, they put it kind of low on the handle, and they covered the pivot with it. So it's kind of like they were engineering the knife and realized, oh man, this is the only spot we could put it, plunk, and put it on there. Or maybe this is a pocket knife style that's meant for another knife design and they just kind of put it on here. It looks almost like it was an afterthought, but it is functional. So I will say that in its defense, with a knife that's kind of heavy like this one, I don't think it's going to fall out of your pocket. More than enough of it is in your pocket. It should be fine. But it's, again, kind of an interesting style choice there. And it is functional, but it looks kind of awkward. It's kind of like the ugly duckling, right? So it is what it is. But let's check out the weight and specs of this knife. Because again, like I was saying, it's pretty chunky. You know, feels very solid in hand. And of course, that's probably what they're going for here. So our weight, 4.65 ounces. So that's not too heavy, right? You know, it's a pocket knife. And let's go ahead and check out the size, the length. So our blade length right here, let's hold it up to the ruler. Blade length is coming in, I would say, a hair under 3.5 inches. So the cutting edge, let's just call it 3.5. 3.5 inches long. Overall length about 8.25 inches long. So this is what I would definitely categorize as a full-size, everyday carry pocket knife. And there's nothing wrong with that, because if you're buying this knife for work, real use, you want something that's going to fill your hands, especially in the winter. If you're wearing gloves, you want something that's going to feel solid in hand, that's very easy to open one-handed. So not only do you have the huge flipper tab right there, I mean, look at how much that protrudes, you know? So not only do you have this huge flipper tab, but we do have the dual thumb studs as well. So dual thumb studs on there. So you have two different ways to open it. So it makes it for a very versatile opening method. Inside the handle right here, you'll see the liners are solid steel. So no weight reduction in there, just solid steel liners, which again does add to the strength of the knife if you're looking for something, you know, heavy duty, I suppose. But again, it's a nice size knife. It's full size, what I would say. So for comparison, always got to have some comparisons, right? At least one. So I was looking for another full-size pocket knife, something that some of you may be familiar with, or maybe not. So right here we have from the Benchmade Knife Company, we have a Benchmade Griptilian. And now this is a full-size Griptilian, right? Pretty uncommon nowadays because the Griptilian's been out forever. But look at them side by side. Overall length is pretty much identical. So again, like I was saying, this is meant to be your full-size everyday carry work knife going with you wherever you go. And for $12.99, you know, it doesn't matter if it gets dull, if it breaks, if that pocket clip snaps off, you can just easily go and get another one, right? Whereas if you break your Benchmade, this is a US made knife costing, you know, 3 digits, right? It's going to cost something to replace or get fixed. Your budget knives, these are you know, budget bangers, right? So they're meant to just get out there and work and do your job for you, no fanfare. But there's still some style to it, right? I think it looks nice. I really do. I like that big, wide reverse Tanto blade. Very handsome to look at. And the action, there's really nothing wrong with it. Very solid feeling. If I had to say anything negative about this knife, again, it would only be the pocket clip. It's kind of awkwardly placed. I'd like to see something tip up. So like putting it right here probably would have been a lot better of a choice. So I'm kind of interested to see why it was there. But again, FLISSA, I will say in full disclosure, FLISSA did send this knife to me. They seem to release a lot of knives, right? And so they reach out sometimes and ask if I want to check out new things that they have to offer. So I'm not going to say no. I like knives, right? Don't you? And so the folding knife green right here, again, budget knife, 13 bucks. And if you have any comments or questions, drop those below. What do you think of this FLISSA folder? And FLISSA as a brand, they're a subsidiary of Great Star Tools, so they're related to like Work Pro tools as well. And so they're pretty prevalent out on Amazon. So check them out. But I hope you all out there have a knife day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.